Okay, as the step number 1, we need to send the details of the user to the register.php. Means we need to receive these details. Okay, so what are the details we need to send to the user? So these details will be, we can check from the server. It will be email, first name, last name, password, birthday, gender, and gender. That's it. Okay, now let's go to our NetBeans, and I have here open two files which were created: register.php and access.php. So I will be going now to register.php. I will that one we can keep as the further step here. I will write the step number 1 as it's shown here. We need to receive the data. Okay, in order to receive, I will teach you how to pass the data to register PHP, and I will teach you how to receive them. So first of all, to pass the data, we need to do the following. We will go to here, for example, we'll go to URL. I'm showing you how to pass the data to the PHP file. We have a localhost FB, then we have a register PHP. We put question mark, then we write email. This will be variable in PHP to access or to receive the email, equals to, let's write john@yahoo.com. So this will be the first, I would say, a variable or first value to be passed to PHP file. So this is how we do it. Email equals to john@yahoo.com. And what about we have a several of one? Then we put and we write, let's say, first name equals to, oops, it's supposed to be John. We write John, and then we continue, and last name equals, let's say, Michael, and we click enter. So this is how we pass the details to the PHP file. So again, the syntax is we'll put a question mark. So after question marks means we'll be passing these values, these three values, which you see first name, and after that we got last name. Okay, so so these values, email, first name, and last name, will be passed to register PHP file. Okay, so the logic is very simple. Question mark, then we email, then we put and to pass the second value, first name and last name. This is how we're processing the values. But how to grab these values inside the register PHP? So you see here, this is the key. We call it the key email. So under the key will be stored this value. You see that. So the key email storing the value john@yahoo.com. Then we have another key which is first name and which stores the value John. Then we got another key which is last name and it will store the value Michael. Okay, we now need to receive these keys: email, first name, and last name. Okay, let's do it. We're going now to our NetBeans development environment. And there is one way to receive these values is we write request. So let's do it. So what I will do is, if the 5 values, which will be email, first name, last name, password, birthday, gender, if these values are empty, we will not execute this PHP file because we want user to provide all the information, which five steps if you remember. Email, first name, last name, password, birthday, and gender. Six main important information. So we write if this is empty, then $_request, in square brackets and quotation marks we write email. So it means this is the key. Be very careful, guys. So this is the key which you see, email, This is that key that we just passed to the file. I'll remove first and last name to make it look more simpler. So this is the one, key email, and that's the one. If email is empty, then let's echo means let print out some information. Let's say missing user information. And we'll say never forget to save your file. So then when we execute it, so now you see it doesn't print anything, but if I will keep it empty, it will tell us missing user information. So very simple. So this line of code, which is request, I will put it here, do not do what I'm doing now. So this is how this will store the email which will pass to the file. So this is the under this key will be stored the value. Okay, so I'll remove echo. Then I write and empty open and close round brackets. Then put $sign request and in the square brackets and then quotation marks we write first name. Then after that we write again vertical dash, which means or empty round brackets. In the round brackets we write $sign request square brackets and then quotation marks in it. We write last name, and then we'll put again two vertical dash, and we write empty again in the round brackets. We write again $sign underscore request square brackets and then quotation marks. First name, last name, then we have got the password. Then after that, after the password, we got. I will make here a break. Let's make it here, and then I'll write again empty in the round brackets $sign underscore request square brackets then quotation marks. We got birthday. Then we continue again vertical dashes. We are now checking is the gender empty or not. Empty $sign request square brackets quotation marks gender. Okay, so this code states if any of those values will be empty, it won't proceed further. This is what we want to write. So here we want to declare one array return status equals to 400. Then again return message equals to missing user information and semicolon, and we want to return do not execute it further. So this is a JSON. If you don't know the JSON format, I'll be now explaining it to you. So in order to cast a JSON, we need to echo JSON encode return. It shows us now some error. Let's track where the error is. Okay, maybe because of this. Okay, I got it. So here I close the braces here. Here should be a single brace. So it must be like this if I will explain you the logic. First braces of if statement, then we have empty, then we're closing the first braces of if statement, then we open curly brackets. So this is just to explain you the logic of using the braces. Okay, so just be very careful to make sure that your code is exactly similar. Okay, so don't forget to save your file. In my case, it's saved. For quick save, you can use Command and S button. Okay, here we go. So we will now just type, we'll just press enter and it shows us status 400, message missing user information. Okay, so why it says that? Because some of those values are empty. So what we're doing here, we are using if statement. If email which we have passed to the PHP is empty, execute this. Or if the first name which we have passed to this file, which is reduce.php, if it is empty, return this, and so on with the or, if or statement. Okay, let's now try by declaring all of these values, and let's try to pass all of these values to our register.php. As remember, we'll put question mark, we write email john@yahoo.com, then we write first name John, last name Michael, then and password will be 123, then and birthday equals to 1-1-91, then again and gender equals male. So still it says that missing user information. So password, birthday, gender. So the very important thing that you must make sure that this email, this first name, it looks identical. First name and last name. Okay, register PHP email, which is with the same, then we check first name, same, then we check last name. Here we go, then we've got the password. Same, here we go. We forgot here to put and. Then we got a birthday, make sure that it's same, then we got agenda, make sure it's same. So click enter now, it doesn't show us anything. So this is how we are passing and receiving the data to our register PHP, and further on we can use this data as you see here, where we're just now passing from app or external link this data to the server. So we learn the step number 1 to pass the data, and we learn another step which is receiving the data. But those who are new, don't be in a hurry to go to the next video, because let me explain you the logic. I will delete gender. Let me explain you the logic of the JSON statements. Okay, first of all, I would advise you definitely to read about the JSON format, and I'll try to explain you on the fingers. Okay, so how JSON actually works. I will show you on just a simple spreadsheet. Okay, so here we got this message, status 400, message missing user information. So imagine you have a spreadsheet where you got a status and you got a message. So status, you see in the question marks, every single, this called value, this called key, this called value, this called key, this called value. The same like in our URL. This is a key, this is the value. Okay, so how does it look like? Status 400, message missing user information. So this is the format. This is the format. This is how JSON. This is how I would say the table type format is. This is table, and in JSON it will look like this. So JSON means in a single line we will write the format of the table. So this is how it looks. So this is, guys, how it looks. So I'll take this screenshot, and so you will have it. Okay. So this is how you can understand the JSON. If we talk about the URL link, it will be the same, where we got, let's say, email john at yahoo.com. Then we got first name, which is John. Then we got last name, which is Michael, let's say. So this is how, guys, it works. These are the keys. These are the values in this. Okay, guys. So it was really amazing to teach you how to pass and how to receive the information by PHP. So one more time, this was step 1, receiving data passed to current PHP file. And we are executing if statement. If not all data has been passed, return, or you can say stop execution by throwing JSON message. Okay, so this is what the logic is of this code. Okay, guys, so excellent. We will now proceed with the further steps. Good job, guys.